What's up, brothers? I was up in my hotel room and, I started thinking, I don't really have to be up that early, and I decided I wanted to come out here and get some fresh air. When I got out here, I was thinking it'd be a lot cooler if I was out here bullshitting with you guys, so I grabbed my camera and here we are. It's pretty late. It's probably about 2 a.m., but I don't have shit to do, so here we are. So if you got a few minutes and you want to join me for a conversation, then you're more than welcome to stick around. Now in tonight's video, I want to talk about when a woman's choosing you, but she's hesitating. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this video is, for a couple of reasons. Number one, you should only be entertaining women that are choosing you. Okay, because I see this a lot of times being, in the field that I'm in. I see a lot of guys out there, and in my personal life I see it too. I see guys that just fall head over heels in love with some random girl, some girl they work with, or some girl in their social circle, or just some random girl. And they're madly in love with this girl, and they're just trying like hell to force things. So they hire a dating coach, they're pulling out every trick in the book to try to seduce this girl, but in all actuality, all they're doing is trying to force her to love him back. And it's never going to happen. You can't force it. That's just not the way that it works. So that's one reason why I want to talk about that. But another reason is because a lot of guys in the manosphere, and by the way, in 2023, the direction the manosphere is going, a lot of the guys in the manosphere are world famous multimillionaires, and they're doing podcasts with supermodels, Playboy models, women that are not really women that are in arm's reach of the average man. So when you're looking at like rich, famous millionaires dealing with supermodels, the dynamics are a lot different, and I don't think regular people can relate to that shit. So somebody's got to be down to earth and give you guys normal fucking people advice, right? So that's what I'm going to try to do. Anyways, a lot of guys in the manosphere will say things like, if a woman's choosing you, she'll make it easy for you, right? If she likes you, if she really wants you, if you're that dude, right, you're that guy, then she'll make it easy for you. In some cases, that's true, but that's usually only if she is a, more promiscuous, slutty type of girl, that gets around. She's probably a club chick, she's probably a bar slut. She probably hooks up a lot. And those type of girls will make it easy for you. If you're that dude, if you're the man that she's choosing, she'll make it easy for you. But from my experience, those type of women usually aren't worthwhile. It is a very true statement when people say, the higher a woman's notch count is, the more fucked up she is in the head. I've just seen this shit happen. I had two sisters. And one sister remained a virgin until she was almost 20. This girl is the most perfect woman I've ever met in my life. She's been with one man her whole entire life. They're married. She went to college. They settled down. They have a couple kids. Life is perfect. She's just like the perfect human being, the perfect woman. She loves her husband to death. They have no problems. My other sister was very promiscuous. She lost her virginity when she was like, I'm not even going to say how young because this is YouTube, but very young. And, I just saw throughout her life, it was just guy after guy after guy after guy. And she had a really hard time maintaining relationships. I would make the argument of a possible BPD or something like that. Love both my sisters, but anyways, that's just kind of the dynamic that I saw coming from them. Now, and that's not to throw either one of them under the bus or anything like that. They're great people, but people have problems. We all have problems, right? And usually women that give it up to you easy usually have problems. So that leads me to, I guess, the meat and potatoes of this topic, right? When a woman is choosing you, but she's hesitating. So this is actually the marker of a really, really good woman. And I know a lot of dating coaches will say, it's just because you're not that dude. She doesn't want you. But when a woman's choosing you, you know it. You know, when you see a woman choosing you, you can tell by the way she looks at you, by the way she talks to you, you know, by the way she puts extra effort into making sure that she sees you. You know, even if the two of you aren't together, she's gonna, you know, find ways to make sure that the two of you cross paths, to make sure that, you know, you don't forget about her. You know, she's going to make herself present in your life one way or another. And a lot of times you'll realize, okay, you'll say, okay, this girl is choosing me and I'm choosing her. You know, deep down, I'm choosing her and she's choosing me. So what you do is you make a move. Maybe you give her your phone number, you invite her out somewhere, or, you know, you do your best to, you know, make a move, whatever your move is. And then you start to notice her pulling back, you know, in some way. She was so confident before, and she was so almost aggressive. It's like, you know, it was obvious that she wanted you. It was obvious she was waiting for you to make a move. You make a move, and she pulls back in one way or another. Now, it's important in a situation like this that you don't stress out, you know, brush it off, and act like nothing happened. Act like you didn't even ask her out. Act like you didn't even give her your phone number. Just carry on and go through life. And let me tell you, it may get a little bit awkward from time to time when you see her, and she knows it's awkward too, because sometimes, you know, it's a little bit of a fantasy. When you're choosing somebody and they're choosing you, you kind of have this fantasy going on in your head. And when it's actually about to happen, nerves start to set in, right? So you have to be the solid one, you know, be the confident one with the good head on his shoulders, and just carry on. Be smooth. Let things happen just like it's normal. And, you know, she may go through a little bit of a ghosting stage or a pullback stage where she's no longer making herself present in your life. You know, she's, you know, it's a cat and mouse game almost. Now, it's important that you don't chase her. It's important that you just keep on going with life as you were before you made your move. And you'll see, just like a cat. I said this in a video 4 years ago. Women are like cats. When you chase them, they run. But when you sit there and make yourself available and they're choosing you, they're going to come straight to you and eat right out of your hand. So you have to carry on through life like normal, right? And then you'll start to see the choosing signals come back, you know, and when they come back, then once again, it's safe to make your move again. And I'm not telling you to waste all the time of your life on a girl that's afraid or hesitant to get with you, you know, but you have your life going on, and there's no harm in making another move if you're still single. You can be talking to other girls too, but if you're still choosing her on a deeper level and she's still choosing you, you can make your move, you know, and eventually things will for sure work out. But listen, there's two factors that are really important when you're trying to find yourself a legitimate girlfriend, right? Number one, she has to be choosing you, and number two, she has to be a quality woman. And if she's choosing you and she's a quality woman, she's probably not going to make it easy. It might not be that she's scared. She might be, you know, as people say, testing. She might be testing you. And, you know, that could be the case. Am I the only one that gets nervous? Like, I still get nervous when police drive by. Like, I always do. I don't have any drugs on me or anything, but I just get nervous. Anyways, what the fuck was I talking about? A good woman is not going to make it easy on you, even when she's choosing you. But it's important that you only go for women that are choosing you, and it's important that you, okay, let's put it like this. Sorry, that cop threw things off, man. I hate that shit. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about, though. When a cop drives by and you're just like, fuck. I don't know why. It's always been that way. Anyways, when a woman's choosing you, and, she's a high-quality woman that's not going to give it up very easy, she may expect for you to turn it up a notch. Let's say maybe when you made your move, you gave her your number, but that wasn't like official. Maybe she wanted you to actually ask her out on a legitimate date. She wanted something that was more official, because the vibe that she got when you did it, it was like, what's this guy doing? Right? So maybe she wants you to make it official. So move accordingly, have good social skills. You kind of have to have a social IQ, and you got to pay attention to what's really going on a deeper level, and figure out, are you making your move properly? Should you have been more aggressive? Should you have been more assertive? Sometimes when you're shy and you're you're just kind of reserved and hesitant, and you ask a girl something or ask her to do something, she's not really fully going to buy into it. But when you're assertive and you're dominant, we'll just keep that in there. When you're assertive and you're dominant, and you tell her to do something or you ask her to do something, she's more likely to do it because she feels like she's in the presence of a real man. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just have to turn it up a notch, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. But the biggest point that I want to drive home, if you're still around at this point of the video, hopefully you are. I like shooting the shit with you guys. It's a fun time for me. But the biggest part about this is, if you're dealing with a woman that is not choosing you, I should say. If you're dealing with a woman that is not choosing you, and she's with you, she's using you. She's either choosing you or she's using you. And that's pretty much a fact, So a lot of guys will pursue a woman that's not choosing him, and that's when they set themselves up to get used for money, to get used for whatever it may be, If she's not really choosing you, but you have a lot of shit to offer, she'll use you. But when a woman's choosing you, the most important part of this video, as I've been trying to get to, here we are. When a woman's choosing you, she'll overlook your flaws. Every human being has flaws. Everybody. But when you're with somebody that you're not choosing, you don't overlook their flaws. You see their flaws and you say, you know what, this is kind of unattractive. Like, something about this person I find to be unattractive, So, that's just the way it is when you're not choosing somebody. So when a woman's choosing you, even your flaws are going to be attractive. So all of your little screw-ups, all the things that are bad about you are now going to be like these cute, quirky little things that she's still attracted to. And that's the power of a woman that's choosing you. Whereas if she's not choosing you, she's going to see these little, these little things about you. You wake up and your hair is all messy and shit. She's going to be like, this guy's fucking ugly. He looks a lot better when he takes care of himself. But when she's choosing you, she's going to say, well, he looks cute when he wakes up in the morning. It's just a different vibe when a woman is actually choosing you. That's why you do not waste your time with a woman that's not choosing you. But, like I said, make sure that not only is she choosing you, but that she's a high-quality woman. And a high-quality woman usually will not give it up very quickly. And to all the dating coaches out there that tell you, well, if you were that dude, she'd have done fucked you, because she's guarantee you she's fucking somebody else. Do not even listen to them. Okay? Don't even pay attention to that shit. They don't know the girl that you're talking to. They've never met her before, and they don't know how she moves. Each situation is completely different than the last. And a lot of women, when they're in the presence of quote unquote that dude, the man that they really, they really have a high interest in being with, they're going to move slowly. They're going to move differently. They don't want to, number one, they don't want to fuck it up, because they know they could do something that could turn him off. If they give it up too quick, or if the sex isn't that good, or, anything could happen and it could throw this guy off. And then she's got her heart broken all of a sudden. But at the same time, she's going to want to present herself as a woman. And she's going to want you to treat her like a woman. That is, if she's a good woman. Some of them want to be treated like sluts, And I'm not going to overlook those women. A lot of them do want to be treated like sluts.
A lot of them want their faces fucked. Girls want you to fucking, when you're fucking them from the back, grab her by the fucking shoulders and you fucking bust a nut deep inside of them while she has a boyfriend that is out of town. A lot of them are fucking dirty whores. They are dirty whores, and they want you to tell them what to do, and they'll fuck you immediately, and you fucking tell them what to say. You can tell a girl, say, I want you to ask me if it's okay to suck my dick.
And is it okay if I, they'll do that shit, and they like it. It's weird. They like to be talked down to and degraded, but those are the dirty whores. And don't get me wrong, the dirty whores are a lot of fun. Dirty whores that are choosing you, I should say, are a lot of fun. There's nothing wrong with that, Guy like me, bachelor. And we can say I definitely had a round or two with those type of women, I've conquered a lot of pussy in my time, I'm not gonna lie. But with that being said, if you're looking for a real relationship, you're gonna want a woman that is, of high quality. They were acting a little funny. I like being out of town. I like being in big cities and whatnot, because I can be standing here in the middle of fucking anywhere with a camera and whatever, and people don't even fucking care. They kind of look at me like I'm weird, but they get it, they get it. I'm thinking about moving to either Miami, Dallas, or those are my top two right now. I don't know, maybe Atlanta, who knows. But maybe Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I like it down there as well. I'm thinking about getting out of here. Anyways, as I was saying, make sure a woman's choosing you. If she gives it up easy, she's a dirty whore, which is fine, but move accordingly. And if she's a little hesitant, just remember, maybe you need to step up your game a little bit. Maybe she's playing a cat and mouse. But if on a deeper level, she's choosing you, but she's hesitating for some reason, take a step back and think, why is she hesitating? Is she nervous? Is she just wanting me to step my game up and make it more official? Does she want me to really make a strong move and let the world know that we're official? What level is she looking for here? You got to think about what's going on there. And you're gonna have to figure that part out on your own. You can give me a call if you want, and we can discuss it together, but you should be able to figure that out on your own, and move accordingly. It's not that bad. Life is, and I say this as a bachelor, but I will admit to you, life is much better as a man with a good woman by your side. No question. When God made man, he said, this is not good. Man should not be alone. And he created the woman for the man. He said, it's not good for the man to be alone. And that's a fact, So take that into consideration, that that woman you're pursuing that's choosing you and she's hesitating, don't let it stop you. Stay cool, stay smooth, take a step back, think about why she's doing it, move accordingly. But give her the respect and the space when she pulls back to go through whatever it is she's going through, you know, because that's something she needs to work on her own. So, anyways, I suppose with that being said, we've been going on for a long time, you know. Long ass YouTube video, really, over 20 minutes. Guess we can go ahead and end this one, but you know, I'll probably be out and about quite a bit the next next who knows how long. I've got a lot of free time on my hands, so I'll be pumping out quite a bit of content. No matter where I'm at, you know, we'll pull the camera out and we'll get videos done. Be sure to subscribe to LFA Live. That's my channel where I do nothing but live streams. And then if any of those segments of that live stream turn out to be good segments, they get clipped up and put on the channel LFA Clips. But this is going to be my main channel where we do this shit, the talking head videos, you know what I'm saying? So this is what most of you guys like anyways. But, you know, I guess I'll go ahead and shut this one down. It's been real nice shooting the shit with you guys. But I got to bounce. See ya.